Hi everyone. So I'll just go ahead and start. For the question for all of us was, what is the role of school in society? And I really liked these quotes. And it starts with, it is logical to imagine that the type of education given in each society will change from time to time as society changes. So I think of that as like technology. As it gets more and more, we need to start kind of forming our education and learning about that as it grows as well. And then we should also be able to, once we are done with our education, we should also be able to navigate and understand our society and understand the relationships within those. And what we learn from school, we should use in our life. And when we become a part of society and become a part of the workforce, we should be using those skills we learn in society. And I feel like a lot of the time nowadays schools don't do that anymore. Like I remember graduating high school and I didn't know how to do taxes. I didn't know how to do like we never really talked about taking care of bills and what life was going to be like. And I was just shocked when I got into the real world. How can we better integrate home, society, and work into our schools? So, not necessarily having all of this in school, but kind of just integrating them together. This quote was from the reading. They are routinely called on to provide solutions to personal, social, and political problems that the home and other institutions either will not or cannot resolve. Speaking of schools, we must understand that these demands on our schools and colleges often exact an educational cost as well as a financial one. We cannot replace the home and we cannot remake it in school. It's not doable. That's why we have different things. We have home, we have school, we have work, we have different areas in our lives where different things are acceptable. And we can't put all those things on the responsibility of teachers and the responsibility of schools to do all this. And a lot of the times we see nowadays that not a lot is being taught in the homes, and that they expect the schools to be teaching all these things when they can't. They just don't have enough time, and they're always trying to do the curriculum that they're supposed to teach regardless. So why hasn't the US already made successful changes to our education system by following other countries' leads? We are, I think, the 10th or somewhere around that zone of the best education system, maybe even the 15th, somewhere around that zone. And I was shocked. I really liked these quotes I found from the article that I posted below. And it says that the nations that consistently outrank us on like educational levels deliver a comprehensive, content-rich education to their young citizens. They have adopted a wide range of approaches to getting the job done. And I like that because students don't all learn the same. But yet our schools are teaching one way and one way only. And we can't keep doing this. Otherwise, we're just going to keep going down and down and down and decreasing in knowledge and in learning. And we will just keep getting more and more people who are not ready to go out into society when they finish school. While American students are spending endless hours preparing to take tests of their basic reading and math skills, their peers in high-performing nations are reading poetry and novels, conducting experiments in chemistry and physics, making music, studying important historical issues. We are the only leading industrialized nation that considers the mastery of basic skills to be the goal of K-12 education. And I totally agree with that. I do think it's kind of silly that we spend all that time learning basic skills when we should be doing more and not just going deeper and deeper and deeper into the basic skills. We need to have a good array of different things that we are learning. Why is it so difficult to find good teachers? These quotes are from kids from the class and from the discussion board. So teachers will start off really well and want to be the best for their students, but then lose hope over time, or they forget why they are teaching, or sadly just do it because that's what they're here to do and they might as well stick with it because that's their job and that's how they make money. And that is so true. Like, I think of teachers getting all excited and ready, and then things just being so hard, and then they just get hopeless and they're stuck in between the curriculum they have to do. And that leads me to the next quote. Teachers are caught in between the bureaucracy of the school districts and their own creative intellect. They are teaching for the assessment tests and are not permitted to use their own creativity to implement lessons and discussions that gain the students' interests. And that is so true. Teachers and students are both put in this box of what they need to do and what they should do, when really education shouldn't be like that. Education should be outreaching and so much more than the small box that we have right now. And I really hope this kind of got your guys' gears turning and started thinking about ways to hopefully encourage teachers and to help us and ourselves to find ways to do better. Thanks.